Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft Storytime. We are in the what is this? Eastern Kingdoms? Well, yeah, it is the Eastern Kingdoms and it is the Eastern Plaguelands. That was the word I was looking for. And we're at the south of Lightshield Tower. We need to use your death disguise, death cultist space camp, and put. Okay, now mix the time, la la la. On the lake's southeastern border. Southeast should be somewhere here. And then we need to eradicate one of the Scourge Cauldrons. And where are we in the story right now? We have been talking about the first Orcish invasion. We have been talking about the not conception of Thrall, but we've been talking about how the cauldron bubbles violently. Put in a drop of liquid as Bettina requested. Nothing seems to happen. The plague cauldron may be ruined, but it certainly doesn't look any different. What will you do? Do nothing. Okay. If that works, fine with me. Yeah, so we've been talking about the betrayal of Gul'dan, where he killed Durotan and Draka, the parents of Thrall. We've been talking about how he was left in the woods to be eaten by wolves, where he was found by a certain character named Blackmoor, and how this story turns out we will see in another episode, because we are about to... Oh, he's a rare. Why not kill a rare? He's about... yeah, his story is another one for another day. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. So we are going to talk a little bit more about the Orc invasion, because that storyline is a little bit predominant at the moment. And I think the story of Thrall needs a little bit of another context. So, on charge. What happens? We've seen Gul'dan. He's been in liege with Medivh, who is the current guardian of Tirisfal. So he's someone who should fend off the world against demons, and he's been possessed by Zagharas. We have already discussed his storyline, and Gul'dan, he was in Medivh's mind in search for the true location of something called the Tomb of Zagharas. And the Tomb of Zagharas, it is located in the ancient ruins of Suramar, which is something we will see in the Legion expansion. So a little bit of a cock tease right there. And yeah, he wants, obviously, he wants to go there, and he wants to find the true location of this place, because he got a little bit cock teased by Medivh, but he only was shown that these ruins, or that the Tomb of Zagharas exists, and that there is much power within the tomb. So now he tries to pry the mind of Medivh as to where the true location of this tomb really is. So we've been talking about Medivh a couple of episodes ago, so let's freshen this a little bit up after we turn in our quests. I should take them weeks to get their operation running again. Thank you, Rianko. Okay, shield. It looks kind of crappy, but we got some play with intellect. Okay, so we've got only shitty stuff. That's rather unfortunate.
Hey there.
Argus High Beacon. Somehow I do recall that name. High Beacon. I don't know. where from, but I do know that name. So, let's talk. Yeah, after we turn in this quest again. Did you bring the fish? Yes, I did. They didn't survive the trip out of the water as well as I had hoped. Dude, those are fish! What the fuck were you expecting? Oh well, seafood salad for Frederick tonight. You're really, you are really that stupid. Really. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Okay, bro. If you say so. Gaining water breathing for 20 seconds. Okay. Yes, so do I need to tell her to move on? No, I don't think so.
What do you offer?
Minuscule diamond ring, okay. No, I think I need to get to Light's Hope Chapel. I need to turn in the quest with Gidwin and what was he called? Tarina, I think it was Tarina. So, let's talk a little bit about not though. Oh God, it's an agent. Damn you! What was I talking about? I was talking about Medivh, and as I've already told you, he was possessed by the spirit of Zagreus, who is also the leader of the Burning Legion. So he was corrupted, and he did build the portal, the dark portal that linked Draenor to Azeroth. He also had an apprentice called Khadgar, who is also very prominent in the Draenor and the Legion expansion. And he gathered some friends also, Anduin Lothar, the Lion of Stormwind, and Garona Half-Orcan, a half-orc, half-human. At least that's what she's been told. Actually, she's half-orc and half-Draenei. The Draenei are a race native to the planet of Argus, where they got driven off by the Legion and been calling themselves Draenei ever since. Yeah, till they landed on Draenor, where they named the planet after themselves, which is kind of hubris, I think, but that's for not for me to decide. Yeah, I'm not going to turn that quest in right now. I'm going to talk a little bit more because he had all of his friends gathered around him, so they would recognize the corruption spreading through his mind. And at one point, or some point they did, the orcs, they tried to raid Stormwind, they got repelled, was a little bit of a hassle. Blackwind got Warchief, as I've already told you. The parents of Thrall, they died, and Anduin Lothar, Khadgar and Garona, they recognized that Medivh was corrupted, that he created the Dark Portal in order for the orcs to invade, and he needed to be put down. So now those guys were doing just that, and in a prolonged battle where Medivh sucked the life out of Khadgar, so he was now an old man. He was actually quite young at this stage, but he looked rather old, and they managed to behead Medivh, which is kind of the end for Medivh at this point at least. So, yeah, Gul'dan, he was prying the mind of Medivh for the true location of the Tomb of Zagreus. He found the true location of the tomb, but as this happened, Medivh got beheaded, and Gul'dan, he fell into a coma. So now we can turn in the quest.
You got my attention.
I can't believe it. We're literally feet away from becoming sworn members of the Argent Crusade. We'd be in there already if it weren't for Terranor's dallying. If he doesn't quit chatting with the locals soon, I'm going to head in there myself. Sorry. I've always wanted to join the Crusade. Is the reason I became a paladin. Years of practice, honing my craft. I'm finally ready. Terranor thinks he's ready too, but I'm not sure. He's a bit of a showboat, and he never took his lesson seriously. Still, we promised we'd do this together, and here we are. Shall we head into the chapel now?
Safe travels.
Terranor, you dolt! The chapel's 20 yards away. Let's get moving! Okay, so we need to get in there together.
Looking
An
for something
innkeeper!
See you around.
Something I should have done years ago. Lord
can I do for
Maxwell Tyrosus. Welcome to Light's Hope Chapel. You wish to join the crusade? Very well. We have plenty of tasks for new recruits. But first, a test. Behind our chapel you will find a small crypt. Interred within are the bodies of our fallen heroes, those who gave their lives in the war against the Scourge. Their spirits are at peace, but they return intermittently to test new members of the Order. The three of you may test together. Enter the crypt, then read from the scroll. Lord Raymond George, my predecessor, will preside over your test.
Be careful.
Okay. Let's see. Leonid Bartholomew the Revered.
Speak quickly.
Okay, he's Forsaken. The Brotherhood of Light has a history of brash, thoughtless decisions. They bridged a gap between the Scarlet Crusade and the Argent Dawn. They were among the first to plunge into Northrend, while many of us lingered behind. However, they also have a history of getting results, which I respect. They fight on two fronts now, one battle in Stratholme and another one, more immediate battle to the south at Tyr's Hand. I suggest you speak with Angela dos Santos at Tyr's Hand. You may be of service.
Beware
Okay,
the living.
let's get those other quests out of the way as well. There is he.
A new
Who is
Belore
this?
de la Nagne.
Smokey. Smokey and the bandage. Hey there! Interested in making a book? I need to get the bandage. Well, actually, I got a friend who needs to get a bandage. Well, actually, let's just say it's complicated. But if you go get this bandage, you make money, and so do I, and my friend, possibly other people. Stephen Broman used to own the mill to the north. Now he's dead. A zombie. The guy at the top wants to have the wrappings from Broman's body. What's the matter? You don't like money?
Be good.
Okay. And we've got Rimblood Earth Shatter. And that's kind of a badass name.
Greetings.
He's a shaman, I think. We have problems maintaining our food supplies here in the Far East. Around here, the only manner of beast unaffected the ravages of the plague are the carrion wolves. While rather bland in taste, the meat of the wolves can easily be preserved to last for months. We will need several hundred more pounds to be fully stocked. While you can find carrion worms all over the plaguelands, they can be found in particularly high density to the south of the chapel. And remember, larger worms mean more meat.
May the
Okay.
eternal sun shine.
So let's get to the back of the chapel, and I don't know if there's any dialogue in there, so I'm not going to start talking again about some other... I'm sorry for the little cut that just occurred. I got a little bit disturbed. So let's see what Lord Raymond George has to say to
Need
us.
help?
The sacrifices of my Argent Dawn brothers must never be forgotten. They believed in the dawn, though none lived to see the return of light to these
For
lands.
the Alliance.
Okay. Shouldn't you kinda be my judge or something? Okay. So let's see. There is nothing in here. Oh, I need to read the Argent Scroll. There is again. Let the trial begin. Rise, champion. Rise and meet these three in combat. That was fast. And again. Can we slow down just a bit? Okay. Nothing's happening. Oh, come on. I can't believe we're actually fighting for the Crusade. Come on. Really? Again? Nothing?
Not ready yet.
Can we slow down? No, we can't slow down, bro. We can't. Oh, come on. Really? I do really need to wait here. For nothing to happen.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Boom! Yeah, okay. That's kind of an adequate commentary. I do like his shield though. It looks really cool. I don't know where I get this. I need this. I need this on my paladin. Your warm-up is complete. Now let the trial begin. That's called warm-up. I call this a bore, dude. And I'm not far away to charge him. Let's try this again. Okay, I don't need to charge him, I think I simply can finish him. Finish him! Well done, heroes. You have passed my test of combat. And I've got 20,800. That's really cool. So let's see. There, the Argent Dawn. That's rather good. It indeed is. Indeed it is. And this shield? It looks kind of cool too, with the emblem and shit. Is there a quartermaster or something here where I can buy this shield? Brotherhood of something, and no, there is no shield for me.
Off with you.
Huh. What a drag. So let's see.
Honor, friend. Need help?
Remember that your ancestors always watch over you. As a sister of the Argent Crusade, you will join a family that has a long line of such fallen ancestors. Their vigil and protection will be your strength as you press forward against the Scourge. Congratulations, Terranar, Gidwin and Rianko. Welcome to the Argent Crusade. Roman's Mill to the north is infested with undead. The Noxious Glade, even farther to the north, is even more heavily infested. Despite their proximity to our chapel, we have been unable to completely remove them. Vigilance is key. Travel into the Noxious Vale and slay as many undead as you can find. And the cultists that roam among them. While there, make sure to avoid Garginox, the flesh giant that roams the Vale. I suspect you are not strong enough to defeat him.
Be careful.
You don't know me, bro. You don't know me. And I do like his armor. I like blue. The Noxious Glade is a quagmire, both literally and figuratively. There's enough Scourge up there to give us trouble for the rest of both of our lifetimes. They can reanimate the weaker ones when they die, Rianko. They will never stop coming if we don't do something. Take these blades and drive them through the corpses of any Scourge troopers you find. The blade is simple, but its enchantment will prevent the dead bones from being reanimated. Forever.
Have a good one.
Okay, that's rather nice. We've got, I think, something about 2 minutes or so. So let's just talk a little bit more about the story I wanted to tell you. Ben Gul'dan went into coma. That was the chance for Orgrim Doomhammer to execute his coup d'etat, and he challenged Blackhand to Makgora, which is the Orcish term or Orcish tradition of dueling someone to his or her death. And the winner is stronger and better and alive. At least more alive than the other one. So, as you may have heard, Doomhammer, he kind of won, and he defeated Blackhand in Makgora and became the war chief of the new horde, or the new war chief of the horde, and he kind of battled against Stormwind again, but Garona Half-Orcan, she was a servant of Gul'dan, and she betrayed her friend King Lane Rin and killed him in cold blood, or with a... she was enchanted by Gul'dan to be his mindless puppet. So now Stormwind was kingless. Anduin, Lothar, he and the forces of Stormwind, they fled to Lordaeron, to King Menethil, and he took with him the son of the king, who is called Varian, whom you've already met and who will, a little bit of a spoiler here, die in Legion. So the human might of Stormont has been broken. They retreated to Lordaeron, and Garona half-orc, and she was tortured by Orgrim, Doomhammer, to reveal the location of the Shadow Council, and she revealed that indeed there is a Shadow Council. Until then, he couldn't be sure. What was I talking about again? Let's just a little bit. I can remember. And Orgrim, he went to the location. It was a ruined castle or something, and he murdered most of the Shadow Council. The rest of them scattered, except for Cho'Gall and Gul'dan. As for Gul'dan, he was in a coma, and Cho'Gall, he was blindly loyal to Gul'dan, his master. So, with this little story finished, we can talk about the rest of the war in the next episode. So, see you then. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.